In Massachusetts, the curtain is finally going up on the epic courtroom drama of Karen Read's second murder trial. This after a judge declared a mistrial in her first murder trial last year. Read is accused of striking her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, with her SUV in 2022 and then leaving him to die on the side of a road during a snowstorm after a night of heavy drinking. Read obviously denies the claim. In opening statements today, the prosecution repeated a refrain from the first trial that Read told a paramedic who responded to the scene that she had hit O'Keefe. But her defense attorneys claimed that was not a confession.
He said, "What happened?" And you'll hear her words through firefighter Nuttall. She said, "I hit him, I hit him, I hit him." And it was at that time, with the words of the defendant, that she admitted what she had done that night.
She was saying all those things. Did a plow hit him? Could I have hit him? Did I hit him? She was saying that to herself. But here's the actual truth. That's not a confession.
Read's attorneys claim she's being framed for O'Keefe's murder as part of a massive cover-up. The high-profile case received intense media coverage and inspired a small army of impassioned Read supporters to rally in her support in her first trial. Those supporters have had their frictions of their own with law enforcement after being told to stay away from the courthouse for the second trial. They have to be a block away, apparently. But for all of Read's supporters, there are her skeptics, too, who say her behavior doesn't scream innocent, as if there's a standard list of behaviors people on trial for murder are expected to be conformed to. Read herself criticized herself with the overinterpretation of her every facial expression in a Max documentary.
I feel like I'm being so scrutinized. Like, did she blink 3 times or twice? And did she like smirk or look to the right or down and up and left and whatever? And like, it just feels so fake, even though it's true.
All right, for more on all this, let's go to Caitlyn Becker, who's in Dedham, Massachusetts, covering this entire trial. First of all, Caitlyn, how did Karen Read appear today? This is the second time she's gone through this process. And what was her demeanor in court? Because her demeanor has been the subject of such intense speculation.
It really has. I mean, Karen Read was right in that clip when she says everyone is looking to exactly how she's acting. And there was one version of Karen Read that walked into court earlier today and a completely different version that came out on her way in. She was very serious, somber. She did not stop to talk to the press, which is something she does really often, pretty much every day that she comes in and out of court. However, on the way out of court, after opening statements and 1.5 witnesses on the stand, she was really upbeat. Here is what she had to say about how she felt about the first day.
I feel great. Today went well. We prepped hard, and I'm just proud of my team. I can't be prouder, and I feel fortunate to have them, and we've got the truth, so we just forge ahead.
At least for opening statements, Elizabeth, she had every reason to be proud of her team. I mean, you saw a little bit of the juxtaposition between the two as you led into this segment. The Hank Brennan, the new special prosecutor doing openings and doing the case that was appointed just for this retrial, gave a really solid opening statement, but Alan Jackson on the defense team is just so strong. He gave a really impassioned, very polished opening that really riveted the people in the courtroom, of course, including the jury there. So it's going to be a question of whether or not he's going to be able to back that up moving forward. That did I hit him, I hit him, that was really the topic of conversation today. The paramedic was the first one on the stand. That's very different than the first trial, so we have a different order of witnesses here. And the defense was really tough with him, at one point trying to get specifically, did you hear her say this? Did she say this? But in opening statements, prosecutors played a clip of Karen from one of her interviews saying, of course I said it. I said, did I hit him? I was questioning that. So the defense has a bit of an uphill battle there with trying to back up Karen's statements that she's made publicly throughout this entire year, Elizabeth. It's going to be a fascinating trial.
It sure will be, and you've got a front row seat for it. Caitlyn Becker, thank you so much. For more, let's go to... Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.